Hi, hello, welcome to Kaalagathi. Today we are going to discuss most exciting sweet news. Mercury is transiting in Taurus. Smart, steady, sensual thinking. When Mercury walks into Taurus, he does not run to speak. He walks slowly, deliberately, probably while admiring a painting, tasting a chocolate, or calculating stock returns all at once. Okay. So, this Mercury, when transits Taurus, ever had a conversation where someone passes just long enough that you feel every word has a weight? That's Mercury in Taurus. From May 23 to June 5, 2025, Mercury, the planet of thought, communication, moves into most sensual, grounded sign of Taurus. And no, Mercury is not here to debate theories or tweet hot tweets. Okay? He here to talk about money, comfort, beauty, and maybe he will sing. Okay. Mercury in Taurus. What's the vibe? This is not a fast talking Mercury in Gemini or witty Mercury in Aries. In Taurus, Mercury slow downs. He will think deep, velvety voices, purposeful speech, sensual decisions, practical logic. This is where Mercury trades his laptop for a ledger, his espresso coffee for a herbal tea, and his wild theories for show me the results. Mercury in Taurus like a banker poet, someone who can run numbers and still make them sound romantic. The voice of value, Nakshatra, Taurus contains Kritika, Rohini, and Mrigashira. When Mercury enters into Kritika Nakshatra, the cutter Nakshatra, the keyword is cutter. Mercury here, he is very sharp. Words can be used like a scalpel, precise, powerful, and maybe little too blunt. So, while entering into this Kritika Nakshatra, he will understand everything very quickly about finance, wealth-related matters, comfortable life, happy life, all these things. He will gather the information and quickly learns. Okay, Kritika is all about a quick understanding and quick learning. Okay, when Mercury enters, he will understand everything very quickly about Taurus. Taurus is all about finance, wealth related matters. In Rohini Nakshatra, the enchanter, the keyword is enchanter. The charm is real. Mercury in Rohini can sell you a rock and make you think it's a diamond. This is where great singers, orators, poets are born. Mercury on Rohini, so Mercury understood everything in Kritika. Now he will act. Okay. Now he gathered all the information in Kritika Nakshatra. In Rohini, he will sow the seeds. Okay. He will gather all the tools to work. Now he will work on what? On finance, wealth related matters, comfortable life, and happy life. In Mrigashira, so now he created everything in Rohini. In Mrigashira, he is a curious. Okay. He is very curious. There is a restlessness here, but it's more about searching and meaningful knowledge than gossip. Think about someone who reads balance sheets for fun. So depending on which part of the Taurus Mercury is transiting, you will feel either sharp, seductive, and spiritually curious. So here, when Mercury comes into the Taurus, communication, intelligence on finance and wealth related matters. This is the one of the best times to talk about money, manage finances, building something long term. Mercury equal to logic plus communication, Taurus equal to wealth plus value. Put them all together, what do you get? It's a great time for planning investments, reviewing financial strategies, learning about real estate and asset management, launching products related to luxury, beauty, practicality. It's a very good for real estate, okay, lands, because Taurus is all about lands, gold, precious things, gems, okay, stones, all these things. Okay. So stocks, trading. So it's all about It's a Mercury. When Mercury comes into this, it's a boom for the business. Let me tell you about Sneha, a home baker who never touched Instagram. But under this Mercury transit into Taurus, she created an online store, started taking pre-orders for wedding cakes. Now she has a team because she finally valued her skills and spoke that value into existence. So a home baker, okay, when Mercury transits into Taurus, may become, okay, a business-minded person, and immediately she may start, okay, online store. So beauty, speech, and skills. Mercury in Taurus natives often have a sweet, melodious voice, are excellent with hands. Designers, stylists, sculptors learn best through repetition, slow, steady, deliberate. This is the time to hone your craft, especially anything tactical, financial, artistic. And oh, Venus is still in Pisces. The Rashi Lord still in Pisces until May 31, acting as a Mercury mentor, guider, who shows direction to Mercury because Venus is the Rashi Lord. This adds a softness, spiritual refinement, and touch of dreamy creativity to Mercury's otherwise practical agenda. Of course, there is a flip side where it gets sticky. Okay. So, no transit is all about roses. Okay. It may be thrones, rigid thinking, my way or no way, delayed decisions. Let me sleep on it for 3 days. Then we will think about it. Over attached to comfort, change. So, Taurus will not make a decisions of a change. If you find yourself resisting new ideas, ask, am I grounded or just stuck? Mercury in Taurus, by role, who benefits most? So it's the best for business owners. Time to focus on pricing, branding, customer value. It is a very good time for artists and singers. Perfect time to record, launch, or perform. It is the best time for teachers, consultants. Your calm authority earns respect. It is the best time for financial professionals. This is your Super Bowl. Writers, poets, write your senses, add touch of luxury. So real estate, precious stones, precious gems, gold. This for all these business purposes, this transit is very good. Mercury in Taurus teaches us that words carry value, and value must be communicated with love, care, and confidence. So I want to ask you, how do you express your value? What are your skills really worth? What's one thing you have created that you are proud of? Drop your comments. Let this transit be the time when you speak your truth slowly but powerfully. Like, share, forward this to someone with a beautiful voice or talent they have been sitting on, because Mercury in Taurus says it's time to speak beautifully about what matters most. So, Mercury is bringing the communication and intelligence to Taurus. Taurus is all about finance, wealth related matters. So Mercury is entering into Taurus May 23, 2025, Friday at 3:35 a.m. and exit on June 5, 2025, Thursday. Okay. Mercury is in Taurus. When Mercury is in Taurus, our thinking is down to earth, solid and grounded. Common sense regains over thinking. We communicate more deliberately under this influence, and our minds are oriented to the world of five senses. We prefer that tied and true to new ways of thinking. Mercury represents communication skills, marketing, calculative ability, younger siblings, hobbies, skills, intelligence, quick decision making, logical thinking, youthfulness, etc. Mercury in the second sign of zodiac belt. Mercury rules third sign and sixth sign of zodiac belt, that is Gemini and Virgo. The Taurus is the second sign of the zodiac belt, so it represents many things related to second house in the horoscope: wealth, assets, saving, finances, luxuries, liquid money. All in all, sign related with luxuries and all convenience of life. Taurus is consisted of all three nakshatras: Kritika, Rohini, and Mrigashira. Taurus Lord is Venus. Mercury is communication, and whatever it goes, it will make a person interested about communicating into that particular field. So now Mercury is in sign of Taurus, which is sign ruled by Venus, Mercury's friend. As Venus and Taurus sign represents beauty, and Mercury is communication. These people have a beautiful way to communicate. They can be good singers too. Mercury-Venus combo most generally creates a person who is very good with numbers. They can be good with any financial business, stocks, shares, assets, trading. A natural inclination towards financial dealings will be there. They will be very creative too. Okay. So, this all the transit will bring comfortably based decisions and thought process. Thinking cannot be rushed or pushed. Pleasant speech, voice, capable of routine, deliberate or monotonous work methods. Common sense is strong and dominant. Practical intelligence, stubborn line of thinking. Okay. So, it is a very good time to shape your business ideas in this transit. Mercury transits in Taurus. Okay, it's very good because Venus is also exalted up to May 31st. Then he enters into the Aries. Okay, it's a very good time to bring your business ideas and to communicate and make it more versatile. Okay, so this is all about what I know. Okay, please like, share, subscribe my channel. So we'll come up with the next video in the next week. Until then, thank you. Bye bye.